Hey guys, how's it going? We thought we'd give something back and basically do a quick screen recording of the group and answer any questions actually live rather than typing out stuff. So you get to see me and Dean, one of the coaches. Want to introduce yourself, Dean?
Well, my name's Dean. As Chris said, I'm one of the Empire Powerlifting coaches. Been through everything that probably you lot have been through yourselves. Followed all of the wrong advice, and here I am now. A little bit older, a little bit greyer, but
A little bit wiser.
a little bit more knowledge. A little bit wiser, yeah.
Okay, so
life.
basically bear with us. We're recording a screen and literally I want to share it with you, share the screen with you, and we'll just at random pick out something from the group. So this is live. There we go. There's a nice question. Not even, it wasn't even a sparked question, was it? It was about hitting 500 grams of Greek yogurt and 50 grams of whey protein. I'm guessing.
I hadn't eaten like anything all day, and I was just like, "Oh crap!
It's funny that
what am I gonna do?"
It's funny that we've got you live online.
It was horrible.
It's funny that we've got you live online now. So we're going with this 500
Well,
gram.
sorry.
It's funny that we've got you live. So we're doing.
I know. I've actually got a question if I've remembered one, but carry on with this first.
Okay, we'll go. So 50 grams of whey, 50 grams of yogurt. You're talking what? 100 grams of protein or something like that.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It really was.
In one meal. So what happened? What I've just posted on there is what we're talking about in level 4 today is about protein timing, and ideally you want to be hitting. We go into great detail on it later on in the seminar, but ideally you want to be hitting 3 meals or more per day within your protein goal. So if your protein goal is about 120 or something like that, ideally say 30, 30, 30, then make up the rest with snacks. And that's to make sure you're getting enough protein, several hits of protein synthesis throughout the day, muscle protein synthesis. But that's the only issue. It fits your macros. It's great. That's fine.
I spent about an hour and a half trying to eat it.
He's got his shred on, mate. He's got his shred on. Bloody hell.
I did have a question. Basically, what I'm finding difficult is when I'm with like my family or a partner or whatever, and like it comes to tea time, they're like, "What do you want to eat?" And my kind of answer at the moment is, I'll just sort myself out because I'm going to be weighing everything.
Okay.
Which kind of, they said, well, I thought you were supposed to be flexible eating. How can you be flexible if you're weighing everything? And I was like, well, it's flexible for me. And then I was like, actually, you've got a point there.
Good question.
You know, like, how do I kind of go about preparing a meal with people and know that it fits my macros? Because that's what I found difficult this week.
Okay, really good question. Do you want to go first, Dean?
Okay, 2 choices. I'd say you've got eyeball method. If you are going out for a meal or something like that with family or with your partner or whatever, then you can just smash the hell out of the eyeball method, and that way no one's gonna look 2 ways. No one's gonna make any comments. It's just gonna be so, okay, cool. Hannah's eating normal, etc. But at home, I mean, the freedom side of things, the flexibility side of things, it becomes it's you being able to eat everything, but within moderation. It's it's not overshooting, etc. A quick measure on some scales, etc. That's gonna give you the power to still eat all of the same foods that they're eating, but just with your amount.
That's the thing. That's been the problem. It's like, well, it's not been a problem for me. I'm not bothered, but we're like cooking kind of 2 separate. We're cooking the same meal. So tonight we have like noodles and chicken, like sweet and sour noodles and chicken, but homemade. But I weighed mine and cooked mine separately to my boyfriend's because he's just going to have however much he has, and I know that I want to hit my carbs and my protein, so I weighed mine out. So we're cooking them separately, but we're cooking the same meal. And is that kind of something that tends to happen when you do this diet?
So probably until he actually sees how simple the process is.
Yeah.
And that way you can essentially cook together. But let's think of it this way: by following this, you're not isolating yourself from your boyfriend or from your family. You're still cooking the exact same food. You're still eating at the same time. It's just you're on 2 different flames on the oven.
Yeah.
So let me.
That's the thing.
I
think it's the washing up.
let me story tell. So I go to my parents' house for a Sunday lunch, for example, and typically a Sunday lunch is put into dishes separate, isn't it? So you got like your potatoes, you got your vegetables, you got your chicken or whatever.
Yeah.
If I'm not in a dieting phase, so if I'm in like where I am now, I'm trying to kind of usually bulking phase. I'm not that bothered, so I'll just kind of eyeball it. If I'm in a fat loss phase, like towards a competition, or just want to lose some fat, for example, I will then take. My mum's got scales as well because my family all follow in powerlifting as well. My mum's lost a lot of weight. Dad lost a couple of stone, and they're all living this awesome life. Anyway, that's another story. Basically, I will then take my plate and I'll just chuck my plate on the scales and cut off some meat, throw it on, and then even go a little bit further and have a bit of paper so I'm not on my phone, so then you're not being antisocial if you're around people that aren't tracking. I'll quickly write chicken, 150 gram. Go to the vegetables, scoop it in, write that on. Go to the gravy, and I'll just pour some of that on. I'm going to make a guess on the gravy because you haven't made it yourself. What else are you going to eat? Potatoes. You're going to go, okay, so 300 grams of potatoes. Quickly write it on a bit of paper, put it in your pocket. You've then separated yourself from it then. So then, now what happens when I go to my parents' house? They give me a piece of paper with all the macros on it because my parents are awesome. But it's true. If I'm in a diet phase,
that's great.
If I'm diet for a competition, they'll just give me a piece of paper, and I'm like, "Thank you." When I eat my roast dinner or eat whatever they're eating, especially with mum's lasagna, it's awesome. So another thing you can do is what we talk about in this seminar, actually, seminar 4, is the photograph method. So the photograph method is when you use eyeball method, but you take a picture of it. So later on, you can go, how much did that have? Oh yeah, potato. And then you can separate yourself from it and not make it an issue. Further to that, if you've got 2 meals, like Dean, for example, him and his girlfriend or wife to be now will probably split the meal up in 2, and then you've got an easy split up in 2. So if you're going to cook for you and your boyfriend, you can do a double meal. So if you're going to put 200 grams of noodles and you're going to have 100 gram of it, just simply put in your MyFitnessPal 100 gram and then split the meal. Then you're kind of stepping away from it. So it's kind of looking, how can I do this without being intruding on other people is what you're trying to get at, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
If you take over the cooking, let him do the washing up. You can then measure out your 400 grams of chicken, your 200 grams of noodles. He doesn't know how much he's getting. Half each one of it, and you've got yourself 200 grams and 100 grams each, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's then none the wiser.
So
I think maybe I'm a little bit obsessed with the scales at the moment then, because I'm like 21.7 grams, you know, like being a little bit obsessive on MyFitnessPal, like with what I am having. But I suppose if you can just do that, then that answers my question. That's great.
So I'm also going to just share this with you here. So this bit about not needing to binge when you're out on the 80-20 rule, we're going to talk about in level 4 seminar. I've just wrote that here, and it was talking about if you're going to eat 3 meals per day for 7 days a week, you're going to eat 21 meals a week. Times up by 52 meals a year, you're going to eat 1,092 meals a year. If you eat 3, maybe you've got all kinds of snacks as well. If you were to guess 92 meals, does it matter if you guess 92 meals? Not really. So that's kind of talking about lifestyle, living the lifestyle rather than being a little bit obsessive. So then you've got high calorie food versus low calorie food. So for example, you can guess. Hang on, stop doing that. you can guess a handful of spinach, but you can't really guess a handful of nuts because of the amount of calorie difference. So if you're like 10 gram out on nuts, you could be, I don't know how many grams that is in fat, but you could be quite a few grams out in fat. But a handful of spinach, 100 gram versus 50 gram is like, what, 2 or 3 like, calories, 5 calories, 10 calories maybe. So yeah, it's pretty much irrelevant. Okay, we just had someone else join us, but unfortunately we've got a seminar.
Nice picture.
We've got a nice picture. We've got a seminar starting now, so I'm going to cancel this call, and I'm going to jump straight onto the seminar with the guys that have paid for that bit, which is actually, you're going to come on that as well, Dean, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Ciao for now, guys, and we'll post this in the group, and then anybody got any questions during the next week, we'll then answer them in a video like this, and hopefully we'll be able to pick them out and be a bit more specific next week, and we'll probably open it up to allow people in. So, adios.